Nigeria, over 2,000 children die before their 5th birthday due to preventable diseases and treatable causes. More than 150 women die every day due to complications before, during, and after birth. Almost all these deaths are totally preventable if basic health care is available at the time it is needed.
With less than 5 years left until the 2015 MDGs deadline, Nigeria is still one of the countries that is making slow progress on achieving the target of reducing newborn and child mortality by 2/3.
Women carry the burden of poverty. In fact, they carry the burden of all 8 goals as far as the MDGs are concerned. But more importantly, we've often talked about how the greatest resource that we have as a country is not the oil, but the human resource. And 50% of that are women. So if we don't invest in their well-being, certainly Vision 2020 will remain just that, a vision, and we won't be able to implement it fully.
Nigeria is one of the countries where a strong action has to be taken to make sure that we revise the indicators that we have on the overall issue of maternal mortality. If 3 countries in the world take the overall issue of maternal mortality as serious, which are Pakistan, Nigeria, and Afghanistan, and some other small countries, I think that the whole issue of maternal mortality will be reduced by more than half.
Many programs and national strategies have been put in place to address the issue, but it seems that this is not enough. A lot still needs to be done.
There are several interventions in the package which we are carrying out with the participation of several federal as well as other level of government agencies.
We put a lot of resources into the National Health Insurance Scheme with community health insurance that targets pregnant women and children under 5. This is an opportunity. Then the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency has done some wonderful things with the midwifery service scheme, and that target audience, again, maternal and child health.
One important thing to drive down the maternal mortality ratio of Nigeria, which is still not anywhere where our expectations are. It's a very important strategy, important intervention. And then when you extend it, then our children will also be better looked after. The newborn will be better looked after. The infant will be better looked after. And for the rest of the continual care, it will be happy news for everyone.
For an effective healthcare system, we have to ensure that impact is felt from the federal level all the way to the wards.
If you go to the rural area, you find out that some mothers are not even getting taking good care of themselves, and that will affect the children. They don't have job. Maybe they are not even having enough money to equip themselves for business, where from there they can take care of the children. So, and health-wise, the facility of health in the city is more better than that of the rural areas.
You see this born where women they born, they die. If it is reverse, if reverse become the case, like men they born and they die, then for them pass law, first reading, second reading, third reading, they knock and bam.
A major factor that affects the implementation of health interventions is the constant changes in leadership. Promises were made, but are yet to be fulfilled. We need to put priority on fulfilling the commitments we made to mothers and children. For example, Nigeria drafted a comprehensive health bill, the first legal framework on health, but the bill is still pending on the floor of the National Assembly.
The health bill was passed by the House, and there was a joint conference committee with the Senate, and the conference did pass the bill and send it to Mr. President for accent. And inside that bill, there are sections that will take care of expectant mothers and children, that will guarantee that mothers and children under the age of 5 receive medical attention in all our government hospitals at no cost to them.
What our poor women go through on a daily basis is an horrendous experience, and we have to know that is the truth. We are not here. Once we face the truth, then you can solve it.
All the PDP governments in the states and at the federal level, the governments have said that women that are pregnant, they have free antenatal care and they have free medical attention for babies from age 0 to 5.
These states that are saying they are giving free maternal and child care are actually doing it practically. We don't want anything now to be on paper, theory. We want these things to be practical, because we know there are some states that have announced it, pronounced it, but honestly, it's not free, because some women have told us it's not free.
This one they say free, it's not even free here. Belente village, even in my village, we don't even have one clinic there. So how do you make free? What is the meaning of that free something? If it is even free, do they have one building that you can go to?
Every person that is contesting would always come, make promises, then after coming into office, they don't turn and look at them again. But that's always depending on the individual. And whenever we made a campaign promises, we try in as much as we can to fulfill our promise.
Addressing the problem is just the first step. Beyond that, we need to be responsible, transparent, and accountable. In Nigeria alone, nearly 5 million lives will be saved by 2015 if we commit and dedicate to maternal, newborn, and child health.
Nigeria must fulfill its promise to increase budget allocation to health, ensure we have a strong legal framework for health, implement existing health policies and strategies effectively, upgrade and improve health facilities, address underlying issues like malnutrition, poverty, and availability of skilled birth attendants.
Everyone is responsible for taking action, from your politicians and people in government to people in the Ministry of Health, right down to the community level. We believe that parents, grandmothers, grandfathers, religious leaders and traditional leaders all have an important role to play if Nigeria is going to reduce by 2/3 the number of children who die every year under the age of 5. If everyone does take action, we can save over 500,000 Nigerian children's lives every year.